So the three biggest changes that have occurred recently with all the updates and the changes that Google has been making is, number one, you can no longer get away with duplicate content. It used to be in the past that you could duplicate a lot of content and create mini sites and kind of put them all over the place, the same stuff. That is no longer the case. That will hurt you. Number two is low quality links pointing back to your website could hurt you. So the spammy emails that you get, hey, we'll do SEO for you for $100 a month, for $200 a month. Don't do that, because if they do anything, number one, they're probably not going to do anything. It's probably just a scam. But number two, if they do something, you're probably going to get garbage. You're going to get garbage links pointing back to your site. And if anything, it's going to hurt you long term. So don't do that. And number three, you need a real physical office to rank well on Google Maps. So this idea of using a virtual office or a UPS postal box or things like that, it used to be common. Still, a lot of people do it. It is now officially against Google's terms of service. You are putting yourself at risk if you do it. So be aware, because if they do catch you, if they do audit your listing, essentially you will get flagged and you might have a difficult time ranking in Google again after that point.
Yeah, we do have a question about that third one.
Yes.
Is that something we're going to dive into a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. All right, I'll hold the question then.
Awesome. So number one, you can't get away with duplicate content anymore. So most painting companies serve a 25 to 50 mile radius, lots of little cities and towns. It used to be commonplace to set up pages for each city and keep everything the same, but change only the city. And that's how you could rank all these pages. Google ranks pages, not websites. So you're ultimately trying to rank each page for one or two keyword phrases. Lots of guys would set up multiple microsites targeting different cities with the same content and only changing the cities, but your pages now must be unique from one page to the next and from one site to the next. Google has little robots that crawl the sites. They go out and check out what's on your site, what's on the next site. And if they're seeing the same content verbatim on different sites, then it is a problem. Number two, too many irrelevant or low quality links pointing back to your website could actually hurt you. So it used to be all about links in terms of quantity. The more links you have, the better. Just keep accumulating links. Doesn't really matter where they come from. Just show Google you have a bunch of websites linking to your website. A link is just you click on it and it ends up on your website, and that link is somewhere else. But that is no longer the case. So now it's all about quality and relevant links. If you keep in mind what Google is trying to do, what's Google's business model? Google's business model is you. They're selling you. They're selling me. They're selling everyone who uses Google. They're selling us to the advertisers, to pay-per-click, because every time we click on something, Google gets paid $10 or whatever the cost is for that click. So the way that Google charges so much for pay-per-click is they have a lot of people use Google. Google, 80% of searches in the world, search engine searches are conducted on Google. So they have so many people use Google because the results that they present are relevant. If they start presenting results that are not relevant, if you search the best house painter and they show up with a terrible house painter, and you search good restaurant and the restaurant is terrible, you search best electrician, they give you a plumber, eventually you're going to stop using Google. Those are kind of extreme examples, but Google is all about trying to provide the best experience possible for their searchers, because their searchers are how they make money.
To watch the full episode, download Overdrive, now available on the App Store and Google Play.